Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be Aries love reading. Let's go ahead and jump in. Remember, time is fluid, so whenever you find this reading, it is meant for you, or not meant for you, if it doesn't resonate. All right, let us see what Aries love messages there are. First card out is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Emotional loss, blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions. Do you have some repressed emotions? Or is this your person who has repressed emotions and it's making it difficult for them to come forward? Let us find out more. The next card is the Five of Cups. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. And don't get too excited, because I know these seem negative, but let's see what's gonna unfold. You wanna come out? You wanna come out. All right. Look, then we got the Three of Cups. Celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, friendship. Twice. So there's a lot of friends. Community and happiness. All right, let's go ahead and keep looking for messages for Aries love life. Okay. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Aries love life. What messages do we have for our Aries? Oy. Aries, what is going on in your life? Okay, these two piles came out. That's the way they fell. We're going to go ahead and look at them because I'm already seeing some craziness. All right, look, we got the Three of Swords upright. That's not a good sign. Who are you with? Goodness. All right, you got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's scoot these down because you can't see that. There you go. Got the Moon and the upright. Yeah, who are you? Who are you fooling with? There's something better out there. So I don't like whoever this person is in your energy field. You got the Queen of Swords in the upright, so cold and callous, but also unbiased, independent, clear boundaries, like they know what they want, right? You have the Five of Pentacles. What else do we have here? We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Look, I said it earlier. Sometimes these aren't going to be the best thing in the world to hear, but we all want to hear the truth, right? We'd rather hear the truth than a lie. The truth is easier to get through than a lie. There's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of secrets. There's probably a third-party situation. If you feel that there's a third-party situation, there probably is. And maybe you need to just get some going because you've got two cards here that indicate a third-party situation. Secrets. You need to leave this person out in the cold and move forward to something else, because I feel like your life is going to end up in shambles if you stay with this person that you're with, or that you're considering, or maybe you're off and on. This is not a good energy person. And this could be you. Take it how it resonates. If you're this person, you need to get yourself right. I mean, do or don't. Again, free will, but you need to get yourself right if you are this person. And that's just, you don't want your end to be full of karma, or have to come back and do more for karma, right? So you need to get yourself right, or your person needs to get their self right. But if you are this person who's in a relationship with a person who's playing around on the side, you should probably let this person go, because it's bringing you, whether it's draining your energy, draining your resources, this is finances, this is anything in that realm, your security, just stressing you out. Like, this is not a good person. They're doing things behind your back. They're doing them flamboyantly, but trying to keep it a secret. But it's going to come out. And here's the thing about the truth. The truth always rears its ugly little head. Doesn't matter how good you think you are hiding something, or this person over here thinks they're good at hiding something. Like, we eventually either A, tell on ourselves, B, somebody else tells on us, or C, we get caught, right? In the act of whatever the act is, right? Whatever deceptive act it is. And I would say that this isn't a romantic, but this is a love reading, and this is got several indicators of some extra side notes that they're putting a pin in it, right? They're putting a pin in it, and they're visiting it when they can, talking to it when they can. And you potentially trust this person, right? And this could be just kind of like one of those things where it makes you look at some of the red flags that come with that kind of behavior. And there's plenty of videos out there, so I'm not even going to get into that. There's plenty of videos out there for you to kind of look for red flags for someone who's being unfaithful. But if you suspect it, your suspicions are probably accurate, and I'm kind of curious if we might get something regarding intuition in here, because so far I haven't seen a whole lot of intuition, but I feel like with this Queen of Swords, maybe that is you, maybe that is your energy, where it's you've been dealing with this for so long that you've kind of become cold, and more like, this is how it's going to be, and if you can't agree to that, then we need to move on. And I think that at this point, like what I'm seeing here, you probably need to just move on, because I don't think this person's ever going to change for you. Ooh, no. And I'm not trying to be like, I don't like being negative. I don't like negative stuff. It's draining in and of itself, right? All right, we've got the King of Swords in the upright position. Head over heart, disciplined, truthful, honest, mental clarity, authority. I mean, yeah. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, scarcity, control, frugality, security, saving money. Maybe you're in a situation where you have to wait to leave this person to get some of your own money set aside and save some money so that you can go out on your own. Because I know, like, I understand, like, people stay in relationships for the financial aspect of it because nobody can afford anything right now. So it's like, let's put them all in seclusion with their toxic partners because COVID 3000, and then now they can't afford to go out on their own because everybody's jacking their rent up, because nothing, like, to me, it's like, yeah, you might have a mortgage, like that landlord might have a mortgage that they have a variable rate, but most interest rates stay the same when you sign a contract. So unless there's something, and I don't know a whole lot about real estate, but the point being, like, I don't understand how these people are like charging so much. It's just so that they can pay their bills because that's their investment or whatever, but they're also making it incredibly difficult for people to be independent and be on their own and get out of toxic situations. And that's kind of disgusting if you really think about it. Like, your greed is because, if somebody has an apartment building, they're making more than enough money, more than enough. I've watched enough of those videos, like how to invest in real estate. And so it's just, it's a sad situation that so many people are being left in toxic relationships because they don't have any way out. Not everybody has a family member. Not everybody has a friend that can do that for them to help them get out. And, you can crash on the couch or whatever. Maybe they have their own situations. So I feel like maybe you're just trying to maybe save up some money to get out of that. Whatever you can do to speed that process up, I would recommend doing if you can, because if you're delayed too much more, that's going to become incredibly frustrating. Wow, guys. Okay, what will happen for our Aries if they get out of this situation? That, please. I think you're going to go through some, you're going to have to heal, obviously, if you've been in a toxic relationship, especially one where there's cheating or infidelity of any kind. I'm hearing DL. So maybe someone's into stuff, same-sex stuff. And not everybody's okay with that. Like, cheating is cheating. I don't care if it's a woman and a man and they're in a relationship and the woman goes and messes around with another woman. If you watch it, but that's still cheating. That's still cheating. It's still being unfaithful. Like, it doesn't matter how you spin it. Unless you agree to that kind of relationship, then that's one thing. So yeah, I feel like you're going to go through some stuff, because chances are if you've been in this relationship for an extended amount of time, you are, your self-esteem is going to be affected by that. You're going to feel not so good about that, and maybe you don't feel like you can do better because they've taken your youth, they've taken your energy, they've taken you, just look tired, like you're perpetually tired and just exhausted, but if you continue on, that's just going to get worse, right? So better to take a short reprieve and go through the motions of something coming to an end, so that you're not feeling like you're lacking. So you are going to go through the motions when you do leave this relationship, but that's okay, because everybody should take time to heal from any relationship they've been in. For, if you've gone on a couple of days, that's one thing. That's easy to get over. Whatever, if you like the person and it just didn't work out, you can get over that pretty quickly, right? But if you've been with somebody and you've got months, years, decades involved, that's gonna feel, it's gonna be a loss. Excuse me. Judgment. They're going to be judged for what they've done. They're going to have to deal with what they've done to you, to others, to the person, to the third person. Like, it's not, cheaters are so slick that oftentimes the third party, or the fourth, fifth, 10th, whatever party, doesn't know about the person who believes they're in a committed relationship, because they think they're in a committed relationship with this person, but they're really not. So it's not really that person's fault. Now, if you're the third person, and you're cross-watching or whatever, and you're the third person, and you know that you're the third person, and you know that there is someone here in a relationship, and they believe, and you know that they are the committed person with your person that you're messing around with, then you need to get your shit together too, because you're going to be judged just like anybody else. Like, even if your relationship is meant to be, like, y'all need to be done with relationships that are sitting around toxic, for whatever reason. Those relationships need to be ended before you start a new one, right? So if you're cross-watching and you're messing with this Aries person, and you know you're the third party, then you're just as much to blame in that. You should probably double check your facts, because narcissists are really good at painting their person as the bad person. And don't you worry, sweetie. You're going to be what he's telling you his lady or her man is down the road. Just give it some time. You'll be that person too. Because you're going to start catching on once he's yours and you win, or she's yours and you win. Whatever it is, take it how it resonates. I'm probably mostly just going to talk, and I'm probably not going to fix it because that's annoying to me. To like y'all know, if you're male, female, whatever you're into, fix it. We're good. I'm a girl. Well, I'm a woman, but that's how I'm going to refer to these things, right? So you're going to be that when you start realizing, when there's no excuses. Oh, she made me stay on the phone with her. She made me go with her this place and that place, and she was watching me like an eagle. I bet she was. And I bet you're going to start seeing why she was that way, and you're like, oh damn, she was not she wasn't unfounded in her behavior, and they were so far into it that there's it's going to make sense to you why they did what they did with you, and why it took so long for them to end whatever it was, right? And when this happens, for anybody that's involved, like, this motherfucker over here is going to end up alone, dying alone, because they're all about their dick, their pussy, their whatever. And I'm sorry, I know that's crass, but that's literally all they're worried about. That's how crass they are. They don't care about the people around them that they're destroying. They don't care about anything. They want to serve themselves, and that's it. So maybe, when we do spend time alone, that's another thing that I talk about frequently. When we spend time alone to regroup, to heal, to go within, you obviously don't want to be so alone that you are alone in the world, but you should learn to be okay with yourself, because there could potentially come a situation in the world or life in general where you have to, where you're forced to, kind of like 2020, but people still could call, they could talk, they could do this, they could do that. What happens if the grid goes down? What happens if 2/3 of the population is wiped out across the globe, or whatever? You see what I'm saying? Like, you could potentially end up in a situation like that. You should get right with yourself so that you're not uncomfortable with that, right? And what a better way to take that time to heal and become more wise, to go back and think through your relationship. What were the red flags in the beginning? And then you can see that and know it down the road. So if somebody else does this to you, you're going to be able to be like, oh, no, sir, no, ma'am. Whatever you got planned ain't for me, right? You can either learn and find love because you love yourself enough to set clear boundaries, or you can do nothing and end up with another sack of balls to screw you over some more. Like, and that's the thing, is like, empathetic people that are forgiving, people, just good people, what we should be, are consistently targets, because they know that they're going to get away with all kinds of garbage before we're like, finally like, okay, no, this don't make no sense. You're going to tell me what the fuck is going on. And then and then that's just going to turn into a cluster fuck anyways. And it's just going to be a circular argument. You're never going to get to make a point. It's somehow going to get turned around on you. Always will get turned around on you. So when this son of a bitch over here was telling you all this la about a girl, where's she at, the Queen of Swords down here, and you were all like, I'm going to have my man soon, he's going to leave her soon. No, she's probably going to leave him, unless he's got you wrapped around his little finger and gets you talked into taking him full time. And he's got to have one before he can leave the other. That's what they do. They're codependent. And to a degree, people that stay in those relationships are also codependent, but for a different reason, right? And then they kind of force that person into a corner sometimes of where, whether it's by guilt tripping or whatever, monetary control. I mean, that's abuse too. When somebody controls the money, won't let you leave with what would fairly be your portion of money or property or whatever, that is abuse. That's financial abuse. It's no different than any kind of abuse out there. I mean, different in its delivery and how it happens, but insidious, very insidious. So if they're offering, if they're telling you, oh, I get all these gifts and she gets everything taken care of, and I'll take care of you, and I know you'll appreciate it because you're better than her, blah 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 blah. Well, just wait, sweetie, just wait your turn, because 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe they'll be able to maintain a little longer if they got busted enough. That mask is going to fall off. And when it does, you're going to think back to when you were still a third party, unbeknownst to you possibly, that they're still involved. Because they could just be using that to fuel the fire to get you more passionate about them as well, while they're still actually in the relationship. And you may not have an idea that they are. But I'm talking about, like, when I say, like, you're going to pay too, are the ones that know 1,000% that person is going home to somebody every night, every weekend, every whatever they do, and they're going home. That's who they're going home to, and that's why they can't communicate with you regularly like they do when they're not around that person, right? So if you know, then you're a shitbag. You're just as bad as that person. Don't be that. Don't be a shitbag. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Aries, get the freak out of this situation and go find you a real love, whether it's just yourself, your family, your friends. There's someone for everyone, and you can find that. You just need to get gone as quickly as possible. All right, thanks, y'all. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the next one.